Be human.
So this research prompts us to ask the question, would you like to live forever? Advances in cellular biology and cybernetics are bringing us closer to the point of indefinite life extension. So death, researchers are suggesting, will soon become a choice rather than a fact of life. Now, a recent paper published in the Journal of Individual Differences looked at how men and women differ with their attitudes towards an indefinite life extension. What they found was that the more favorable attitudes towards science people had, the more that they supported life extension, while those with strong religious attitudes had less positive opinions about living forever. And interesting enough, men scored higher on science and women scored higher on religiosity, suggesting that more men favored advances to live forever and women just weren't having it. So Frank, actually, this is a great question for Frank. As a man that is both a champion of faith and science, what do you make of this research and what is your personal opinion about living forever?
This is one article where I would really want to dig into the data and look at their methodology, because sort of like, okay, women are more religiosity and men are more science. Like, I don't know. This is one where I'd just like to dig in and figure out how they went about this process and look at some of the critiques of it, because it seems a little bit blanket statement. Most of the studies that we review seem like it's kind of easy to understand how they come to those conclusions, but this one's a little tough for me. The funniest part about this article, though, is the author asks in the last paragraph, what might this all mean? And he says, well, not all that much right now. Like, okay. But I've been talking about this for years as to when we hit this singularity in the medical field where we are going to have the opportunity to live 500 years. And would I want to do that? And I've read articles about this because it really changes the psychology of the way that you think. So if I think, all right, I'm going to be around for 500 years, well, that might change my approach to debt, or it might slow down the way I develop something, or I may think, well, I could do that in 10 years. And I think different people would approach this very differently psychologically if they think, yeah, okay, I could live for 500 years. And with the monetary discrepancies in society now, okay, let's track that out 500 years. The poor people are all going to die out. And so then you're going to kind of bring this society of these oligarchs, and it becomes this almost, I think, a future slave-type society where the people who can't live forever are going to be taken advantage of by the ones who can live forever.
Are you commenting on this study or telling us your fantasies, Frank?
I do not want to live forever. I've asked my kids this question, and they do not. They want to live a normal life.
So, Frank, would you want to live for 500 years?
Yes.
500 years?
Yeah.
Just not forever. Not 505 years.
I mean, maybe not. I'd have to think about it, but I could go, say, 250. Or I want to go to space. I want to see that technology where I can get out into space and it's a regular thing and we can go places, and I just kind of want to see some of that future.
So you want a homecoming? You want a family reunion?
Yes, I want to go meet my family in space. Yes, yeah. That's it.
The bacteria that's floating in the cosmos.
I do find this sort of area of science and also faith really fascinating. Because kind of where my faith does come into play, it kind of, for me, argues against this. But that's food for another conversation.
Jonathan, would you want to live to be 500 years old?
No.
400?
No.
300?
No.
200?
48.
If I live to 60, 65, I will be a happy dude. Like, that is a full life.
So let me just be clear. 65 for you and 500 for Frank.
Yeah.
I would love to live to spend quality time if I am blessed to have grandkids. And after that, the second some of the faculties start going, like
They
someone
won't.
else has to start a wiping, or
No.
I become a saggy Asian. You know what? I'm tap out.
Okay, now
Well, I
you bring
agree
up
with that.
there's the 2 points. Number one, I do not want to live 500 years if I have to see my kids die. I don't want to see that. So I don't want to live 500 years. But number two, your faculties will not crap out. Like, this technology is going to make us stronger and younger, and it gets rid of our wrinkles, and you get collagen, and
And they're going to have the little nanobots that eat away the plaque in your brain and stuff like
Yep.
that.
Well,
And in your
then
heart,
the
everywhere.
study is totally flawed, because if you ask people, do they want to live forever, you're going to get a very biased and slanted
Yes.
statement. But if you say, hey, you never lose your bowel control, who's not going to sign up for that? I mean, come on.
I'd sign. Oh wait, I
Good
already lost
grief.
that. Never mind. Oops.
I have
He did it again.
I have a figure in mind for how old the outer limit of how old I'd like to be.
That's shocking to hear, Dave. Never would have thought that.
All right, what do you guess it is?
For you?
Yes.
Is it closer to me or closer to Frank?
No.
I'm not gonna
Just you
say
got
it.
to just say
Just
it.
guess.
It's 130.
I'm going to do 131.
It's 150. That was
That's
it.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'd live to if I could get the little nanobots that would eat away the plaque in my brain, and I could have like different
Different metabolism and ability
Yes.
to walk.
right things like that.
Okay.
150. That's it.
You just got to make it about 22 years, and you're good, dude.
Hey, Dave, is the nanobots going to reverse aging on you, or just going to keep you where you're at right now? Because
It reverses it.
I need it to reverse it.
Yeah, because we did earlier in the year that challenge where 10,000 steps was like the Mount Everest for Dave. So
They've made rats live like 4 and 5 times their average lifespan.
rats walk faster than Dave too. So I mean,
That's true.
and they have a better diet. And
Yep.
Thanks for watching this Being Human segment from the Shrink Tank podcast. To watch the full episode, click here, or to check out previous episodes, click here.